Brissett, the Spanish. He's one of the best players in the league in the world. It'll be a tough challenge for us to try to stop him. But just following his career, when he came in the league, already made a huge impact. And I had the opportunity to play with him for a couple of years and just knowing him and just knowing what type of person he is, what type of player he is. His mindset. He's a special player. We have a big challenge ahead of us, competing against somebody like that.
What are some of the ways?
Goosebumps for sure, especially not playing for a while and then coming back in this kind of environment is going to be special. It's going to be goosebumps for sure. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Kristaps, considering you haven't played in 6 weeks, how would you best describe your emotions? Are you anxious? Are you confident? How do you feel heading into this game?
I don't know. I don't know. I think sometimes I don't know how I feel. I think tomorrow we'll see. I don't love this, but I love the moment when the game comes. I don't love all the rest. I like it, but I really love the moment when I get to the game. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow and the moment when we finally get on the floor, hear the fans, and just leave our passion out there.
So are you back
and everything? Yeah, keeping it pretty light last couple of days. Just prepping my body, recovering as much as I can right before the game to be in the best shape possible for tomorrow. And it's been pretty light. Today is going to be another light day, and just prepping for tomorrow.
Do you have a sense of what your wind will be before you get out there, Kristaps?
Sorry,
Do you have a sense of what your conditioning level will be before you get out there? Are you ready to play a normal amount of minutes, or is that something that you have to kind of see as you get out there and see how you feel and how the game is going?
Yeah, I think it's still kind of open. Yeah, it's still not super clear. I haven't had that much time, and yeah, we'll see tomorrow night and then go from there.
What was he like in the last 5 days?
I think he's been the same Joe all year. And I really think all our teammates really have, and we're approaching it the same way. And I kind of talked about this before. I don't think our intensity, our approach changes at all, because I know when I step on the floor, I treat every game like it is the NBA Finals. So the approach should be no different. A championship aura he has about him is just the willingness to do whatever it takes.
Payton, just on a personal level, you'll be sitting in one of those chairs right there to start the game tomorrow night. When you actually get that call and he says, all right, I need you in the game, what is that like for you? Are you nervous? Are you excited? Can you take us through that emotion?
No, I think I won't be nervous. I feel like I get excited anytime he calls my name for any game, so I think I'm just going to be more excited to go in.
Does he look like himself in the times he's been with the past week where he's been practicing with you guys a little bit more intensely?
Yeah, I would think so. We had some really good practices with him, making sure that his body feels good, right? Cutting and trusting himself and stuff like that. For what I've seen, he looks really good.
How challenging do you think that's going to be for him, just jumping back into NBA action in the finals 5 weeks after his last
Yeah, for sure it's definitely going to be challenging. I think the biggest thing for him is to not feel pressure to be perfect. Nobody expects you to be perfect when you haven't been playing, so just trying to do his best to find his rhythm, but finding his rhythm being aggressive. Everybody knows KP's at his best when he's picking, popping for threes, when he's catching live dunks, when he's blocking shots at the rim. So if he can do his best just to be aggressive while finding his rhythm, it'll be good for us. I got that block on Andre Iguodala, that one for sure.
3 of the Celtics guys have said that it's the LeBron block.
Yeah.
You guys watch that in the film room or something?
No, you got to think for us, our age. For me, I was 17, so I was locked in on the NBA at that point. So that was a big moment for me, for sure.
That he's been picking your brain a lot in this whole playoff run. What's it kind of been like taking maybe a little look here?
It's crazy. Jordan Walsh is going to be really, really good. So we do these things called stay ready groups where we get to scrimmage and stuff like that against one another, against the people who may or may not be in rotation kind of up in the air. And he is a special guy. He walked in the gym, no stretch, and windmill dunked. I was mind blown because he sees me every time before I even lace up my shoes. I got to roll out, I got to stretch and stuff like that. And he just got out there and did it. He looks at me like, man, you got to do all this before you play? I'm like, 1,000%.
Are you giving your teammates any advice on where to eat, where to go?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a couple spots, a couple hidden gems. I don't want to tell everybody because, I want it to be quiet when I go. But I'm going to definitely take the team or, share some knowledge with them. But, they've been there a lot, so they probably know some spots. But whatever I can help out, I'll give them a couple gems, for sure.
For a little bit, but walk me through. I mean, rookie year, you're in the finals, and then you play your hometown team. What has this journey been like this year for you?
It's been amazing, unexpected, I would say. To me, I had no kind of expectation of what it would look like or how the season would go. I knew the Celtics were a really good team, but I didn't know how good or how far it would go. And I definitely didn't expect the Mavs to be on the end of that road. So for that to kind of line up like that is very cool to see. Obviously, the Celtics have a lot of history and have high expectations for this series. So for us to be able to come out with a win against Dallas is huge for me, but even bigger for the organization.
Sam, sort of just reflecting on how you got here. Obviously, you went to 2 different schools in college. You come in here, signed here undrafted. You could have gone to the Heat, and then you decided to go here. What does it mean now to go through all that journey to be playing in the NBA Finals again?
Yeah, it's pretty special. Try not to take it for granted. Not everyone gets this opportunity, so just trying to make the most of it. Especially, being on the path that I've been on, it's been like a wild ride almost, but it's been cool. Just trying to cherish every moment. You just never know how long it's going to last. So.
This moment, some players are super confident and say, yeah, I always knew I'd get here. Some players no, I had to work. If I asked you, do you always think you'd be here? I asked Josh Green of the Mavs. He said maybe in 2K. What does that mean to you? Did you always think you'd get here, or was it sort of you had to work towards it?
I definitely did not think, early on, I definitely didn't think I could get to this point in the NBA, and I honestly didn't really know until I signed a 2-way contract and was able to kind of show and prove myself here. So it's been a lot of hard work for sure, and like I said before, I just try never to take it for granted.
When your shot's not falling, what do you go back to the gym and try to work on? What's been your mental check besides as a shooter?
It's nothing tangible that I switch up in my workouts or anything. It's more just trying to stay confident and maybe going back and looking at highlights where I'm on a heater or something like that, and just to know that I'm still the same guy. It's just shots aren't going in sometimes, and it happens to everybody in this game, and that's why you play the game of basketball. But that's why it's a team sport, not just individual sport. So I try to impact the game in other ways, and obviously shooting is the loud impact that I make. So, but I always know that water finds its level, and usually regress to the mean. So shots are bound to start falling. It's
Is that YouTube? You're going on Synergy? What's kind of the highlight reel?
YouTube, baby.
Any particular video you go back to?
Nah, sometimes I just search up my name and watch the first couple of videos that come up. So just to, sometimes when you're in a hole or in stuff like that, you just need something to bring you out of it.
And then if there's going to be an O'Shea Brissett game, game 3 or something, where you kind of have a 5-minute stretch or something, what's that going to look like to you?
I don't know. I just have to wait and see. Sure.
Content creator in this environment, gotta be pumped.
Oh, 100%. You see my camera's right there.
I'm locked camera rolling already?
Yeah, I'm locked in always.
Loving the IG page, YouTube is awesome.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
And we appreciate you.
I watched that episode the other night. You got the camera skills down. How much was that a labor of love or something that came natural to you?
I wouldn't say natural. I look at old videos and I'm like, ew. But just a lot of, on my off time, trying to learn stuff. It's kind of turned to a hobby, something I really love to do.
O'Shea, reflecting on your journey just to get here, start with the Raptors, then you end up a few years in Indiana, you just played them in the finals, now you're in Boston, your first year in Boston, you're in the finals. What does it mean from, everything you've gone through to play on this stage?
It means a lot. I feel like it's a real testament to my hard work, all the time I put in the gym, the time I tell myself, this is where I want to be, this is the level I want to play at. And, being here is great. It's a blessing, especially being here right now. Something that I've been looking forward to my whole life.
Besides this, what made you want to choose
some teams. I got to call them some teams, but Boston was the first team that called, and that to me stood out more than anything.
Anything they said as to why they were targeting you?
they just felt like I could have been I have a piece that could help get over the hump, or just being an energy guy to come in and do all the things that you see me doing now. I feel like they didn't sugarcoat anything, didn't lie about anything. It was more honesty, and that to me that goes a long way.
Yes, sir. Good. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time.
One quick question before
It's just quick. When you got drafted, I was 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to ask, like, how has it been just seeing younger players come up? You know what I'm saying? You've been doing this for a long time. So, like, how is it seeing younger players come up and just keep seeing new talent come up?
So for me, I've been fortunate. I've been in the league this long, and it's been pretty special, man. Just to see the talent level that you guys are coming in with already. Like, I feel like I had to kind of figure my way out once I got in the league, extend my game, do different things about it. But it's just impressive how you guys already in high school already have your game put together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a guy like you would have came in when I came in, you probably weren't going to be shooting threes. You were going to be doing stuff off the dribble, like all this stuff. So for me, it's been pretty impressive just to see, how far the game has come. You guys are coming in and right away you're making an impact. You're really taking up on the game, you're taking on the challenge, and everything that comes with it. So that's the most impressive.
For sure. That's all I got for you, man. Good luck to you.